Hello, 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 and a very warm welcome to my live. I'm just going to quickly check to see comments are working. Hello, and a very warm welcome to my live. My name is Julie-Sian. For those who don't know who I am, I'm coming to you live from the UK, Northamptonshire, and welcome to my free Oracle card readings tonight. Now, as I am coming from the UK, I do have to do this very quick disclaimer. I'm not need to be over 18 to have a reading. If you are wanting an oracle card, because they are oracle cards today, Healing with the Angel oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. If you are under 18 and you would like a reading, as long as you've got a parent or guardian with you or someone who's over 18 and they give you permission and they are in the room when you're having a reading, you can have a reading. I'm not allowed to give legal, medical, financial advice or advice, and and this is classed as entertainment purposes only. I stress this is classed as entertainment purposes only. However, if you choose to take some guidance and it gives you clarity today, it's down to you, not down to me. Okay, I have to state that because, as I said, I am coming from the UK and it is a legal obligation, and I don't want the Facebook police people cutting me down. So get your mug of tea. I've got my mug of tea. Oh, spotty today, mug of tea. Oh, good cup of tea. Love it. It's been a funny old day today. And I don't know if you saw, the title is Guidance and Clarity. And if you are pulled by this or interested in this card, and it does give you a bit of clarity and guidance, but you need to go a little bit deeper, please do book a reading with me. Just message me or click the link and purchase now. It's cheaper to go directly with me than through the website, but I didn't say that. Not in my as long as the business manager didn't hear that. Okay, so as I said, yes, so it's Healing with the Angel oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And if you saw my post earlier today, it was all about clarity. And do you know, oh my gosh, did I get a bit well, is it brain fog, monkey? Well, it wasn't monkey brain. It was brain fog, or was it a bit overwhelmed? And it was like, whoa, because today was going to be scheduling day, scheduling and sorting out all my posts and where I'm going this week. And I got very overwhelmed. So it was like, what am I going to do? So I actually got a pen and paper. Yes, the old-fashioned pen and paper trick. And I wrote it down because I was getting really, what was I doing here? What was I posting there? And what was I doing this? And what was I doing there? And in order for me to get a little bit of clarity on what I was doing and where I was posting and what and where and what is my message, and I had to stop and pause and write a letter. And I think my video keeps pausing, so if you are watching this, because I keep looking and I keep going, oh, it's freezing, so I apologize for that. If you are joining me and you would like a card, pop on and say hello, and if you say hello, I will do you a reading. Now my comment is showing, but I'm not sure if anyone else's comments, so if you are watching and you would like a card, please go ahead. So as I said, in order for me to get a little bit of clarity for myself, I had to actually write it down to get some guidance. And sometimes we do get overwhelmed. We get stuck in treacle, and it's just like, oh, what do I want to do? And you know, is there more to life? But I don't know how to go out of bed about it. And sometimes it's just that, oh, what do I do? And we turn to people, our friends and colleagues and family, for guidance. But sometimes we just want some guidance and clarity from someone who is, I was going to say, in our circle, who and having someone who comes to us who have got, I was going to say, no interest in your outcome, and it's just having someone coming into you with a clear and unbroken sight. And it's like, because sometimes you get so stuck into where you are, you just can't see the woods for the trees, or the trees for the wood. Is it woods for the trees or trees for the... You just can't sort of see. And sometimes someone coming in who has got no, you know, they're not related, they're not family, and they're not telling you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and da. That's the worst thing you want. So coming in with someone who's got no insight onto what's going on and just can see an overhead like an eagle. My spiritual animal is an eagle. And they can come in and they look, and they can look at it from a different point of view, from a different mindset. And sometimes that's what you need, a different mindset, some guidance from someone who is coming from a place of interest, but they've got no interest in whether you do take any notice of the guidance or not. And this is where people often go to turn to for clarity from a tarot reading or an oracle reading. Now, if you join me on a Thursday, I do tarot readings on a Thursday. So if you want an actual tarot reading, it's on a Thursday. But today I feel, because I was a little bit overwhelmed and I've just a brain flog and sort of thing, and tarot does take my brain a bit because there's a lot of cards and I thought, I know, I'll be simple on myself, and I just take guidance from the angels and listen to the intuition, and hence why I've gone for the oracle card readings today. So if you would like a reading, it is free, it's one card. Pop on and ask me to say hello. I'm hoping it will work. People are popping on and popping off. I know it keeps freezing, so I'm hoping it's not my video live that's throwing everyone off. So what I will do is, while I'm waiting for anyone to pop on and go hello, I will do a card for the collective, and the card for the collective is forgiveness. So let's just type this in, checking it's working. Card for the collective equals forgiveness. Just checking I spelling it right. So hello Stephen, yes you can. I will just quickly do this forgiveness card, Steph. I will quickly do this for the collective, and then I would love to do a reading for you, Steph. Now what I'm going to say is, it does keep freezing, so I hope you manage to get it. So we're going to talk about forgiveness first. Forgiveness, that enables you to move on, because when you forgive someone, you are cutting the cord and they are no longer got control over you. If someone broke your heart, or they two-timed you behind your back, and they went behind your back, and you sort of said, right, that's it, you know, the things, but every time you whinge and moan about this person who two-timed you, you are still giving their energy. And they say, how can you forgive them? Well, the thing is, it's just like you're forgiving yourself to enable you to move on. Forgiving yourself is, you know what, I'm really glad that you did that. You two-timed me, because it showed me your true self. It showed you that you did not value my true worth. And I am worthy more of you, because I'm not, you know, I'm too worthy. Why do I want to go out with someone who goes behind my back? That is dishonest, that is deceitful, and I don't want to be with someone. So in order for you to sort of acknowledge and go, you know, I'm moving on. So I forgive you for the act of going behind my back and having an affair, because by you doing that, you showed me your true colours, and you showed me that I am worthy of it. So I forgive you for your actions, because your actions, and it's a cause and effect, showed me your true colours, and I'm worthy as someone who is not deceitful. But in order for me to stop whinging and moaning, I go, I forgive you, because I'm really glad you did it, because I can now move on. And with that act of forgiveness, you're cutting the cord. Now, you're not forgiving the act of going behind your back. You're not you're not forgiving the, you know, act of bullying, the act of a murder, the act of that's the actual act. But what you're doing, you're forgiving the person who did it, because they gave you an insight and clarity of the person that they were. So that's where forgiveness comes in. So let's do that. So I hope that makes sense to people of the collective. So Steph, yes, I would love to do a card for you. So hopefully you're still here, and I'm apologising if Facebook does keep glitching, so I'm sorry about that. So let's do a card for Steph, and we have for Steph self-acceptance. This is self-acceptance. So let's write this down. Steph, you are enough. You do not need to change for anyone else. If someone says, I don't like your laugh, but that's who you are, that is your giggle. I've got a really silly giggle. I've got a real giggle. Don't change it unless you want to change it for yourself. You've got to accept yourself for you being this amazing, wonderful person. You are enough. You are complete. You are whole. Now, when people say to you, oh, I was with this person, but he broke me. No, you are whole. You are whole. And it's like an acorn. In order for the oak tree to grow, they have to break that shell of the acorn to grow into the oak tree. So when people said they broke, it was like they gave you so much stuff and it's just like, I'm not taking this shit anymore. And that final straw was the one that you woke up and realised, actually, I'm better than this and I don't need you. You didn't break me. That action sort of made me realise that I am enough already. I am good enough. I am good enough. And I have to accept myself. You have to accept yourself for all your own, I'm going to be rude, your perceived flaws. I have to accept myself. I've got this nose. We call it the trot nose. We call it the trot nails. My brothers have got it. My dad had it and everything like that. And it's from the trot side of the family. And it's big. It's a honker. But it's part of me. My tits that hang down to my waist, that is me. Okay? And that's me. And I may be loud, but I learned to be loud because for so long my voice was hidden and now I am loud. But I accept myself. And if someone doesn't like me for who I am enough. But I'm not going to change unless I want to change. You've got to learn to accept yourself. And you know what? There are so many people, especially women, who cannot stand naked in front of a mirror and go, I love you. I mean, some women can't even look at themselves in the mirror because they just can't. You've got to accept yourself for who you are, for what you look like, for your life story, because it's given you experience. And you are amazing. You are brilliant. The trot nose, is that why you're laughing? Or the tits down by the waist? Yes! I remember the self-acceptance. My ex told me, he goes, oh, you've changed, your boobs aren't like they used to. And I turned around and said, well, your boobs wouldn't be the same if you breastfed 2 children. And get on with it. And so what? I'm more than my boobs and I'm more than my nose, So self-acceptance. You've got to accept yourself, Steph, for who you are. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are intelligent. You can do it. Stop listening to other people who will say, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't, because they're putting their fear and their limiting beliefs onto you. Whatever it is you want, Steph, you can do it. If I'd listened to all the people in the past who told me I was no good, you can't read, you can't do this, I couldn't write my name until I was 7 and things like that. And now I'm the published author of 2 books. I've got my own deck of cards. I've created courses for people to learn. I come live, me, little quiet me, a self-acceptance. And you've got to accept yourself that you can do all this. Don't listen to the naysayers or the Debbie Doubters. Listen to me, the Manifesting Mentor Queen. You are amazing. You are wonderful. And go for it. Now, if you're wanting some more guidance, because I said today is for clarity and giving you a bit of clarity, and maybe this is the clarity you need, that you are enough. And you've got to learn that if you don't know what you want, say you don't know how to write a book. I'll go on self-publishing. I didn't know. I went on to YouTube and other places also available. And I taught myself how to self-publish. So what is it that you're wanting? And maybe that's where you're wanting the clarity, because your clarity is, I want to do this, but I'm not sure. But you are sure. But you've listened to all these naysayers and you're thinking you're not good enough, you're comparing themselves. And the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself of yesterday. And when you compare yourself of yesterday, have you grown or have you withered away? This morning I would have said I withered away. To the state I was in from yesterday's gardening, and it's like I felt like an old woman, and yes, but I accepted myself for who I am, and that's what you've got to do. Now, if this opens up and giving you some clarity, and you want to know where next, book a reading with me. We can do an ordinary reading or a Pathfinder reading, and the Pathfinder reading is a real good in-depth reading which gives you guidance and a mini plan of action stepping forward. So Steph, let me know in the comments if that makes sense, and let me know if I can help you with any more. Tag some people into here if there's anyone else. I'm not sure. I mean, I think the comments are working because Steph's laughing emoji has appeared. Cheers to you, my dear. So yeah, so let me see, is there anybody else? So while I'm waiting for someone else to pop on, should we do another card, Steph? Should we, if you're still here, Steph? This is for Steph and or the collective, because normally it's a one card reading I offer people tonight, but as you're here, Steph, do you know, it's really great when it makes sense. That's a great feedback. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. So I'm going to do an answer for Steph and the collective. So, this one fell out. Now, when a card falls out, it's like, woo, we've got to pay attention to it. Or it may be an added on message. So, let's do this. This is the Steph and collective. So you're doing well tonight. And it's merging. So you've got a double whammy. So we're getting this for you for emerging. And this is also for the collective. If they watch this back, hashtag replay. I do have people watch things back, hashtag replay. So emerging. So you are emerging from all this shit. You are emerging from the elephant manure, or you're about to. And when we say emerging, it's like you're going through treacle of life. You know, people throwing things at you and think, oh God, more. And it's like, stop, because you're manifesting all this stress and all this gunk. And it's like, it's time to stop all the gunk. It's time to stop the life of elephant manure. It's time to stop, and it's time for you to emerge out of it. But the only way you can emerge out of this elephant manure, treacle, life, whatever you want to call it, is to pause and take some clarity in thinking of what is it that I want from life. And when you know what it is from what you want from life, and basically you don't want any more of this elephant manure, you don't want any more of this shit, you don't want any more of this people bullying me at work, I don't want any more of this people treating me like guff, I don't want anything like that, you know. And it's like, how can I emerge? Because this is emerging, but how can I emerge out? Well, for Steph, you had this self-acceptance. To emerge out, you're realizing that actually I'm good enough and I can do this and I am able to do it. All right. And this is what this is emerging. We are emerging. We're constantly growing. If we weren't, we'd all be babies and toddlers. Well, we'd all... Some men are still babies and toddlers, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I told you I got a terrible laugh. And we got to merge out, okay, or emerging. So some of us are on a point of, we are on our growth out, or some of us, we need to emerge into ourselves, move into our self-acceptance that we're fine. We're emerging into a life of sunshine and roses and unicorns and fairies, and it does exist because look at my life. And if you want to know how to do it, message me and we'll get you a Pathfinder reading up and go. But this is also sort of say that as soon as you, Steph, as I said, this is a double whammy for you, when you start accepting yourself, you will emerge back into who you truly are. Because many times we get lost, especially females, women, and I'm not being against men. I've got nothing against men. Some men are gorgeous. Some men are to die for. Some men are, and then there's shit ones. Okay, I'm not here to male bash. Okay, but once you get into your own self-acceptance, because women, we get lost. We become the wife. We become the mother. We become and all those things. We become the work colleague. Where do we go? And sometimes we are lost in life. And so it's something like, I need to emerge myself. And this is what I did, Julie-Sian. This is me. I am still the nana. I'm still the mother. I'm still the tarot reader. But I'm me, and I'm emerging out. And that's where it is for emerging. Now, if you do want a card and you're watching, pop on and say hello. Does that make sense, Steph? You're getting a 2 card, but that was for the collective as well. Is there anybody here who would like a card? Pop on and say hello. Facebook is a bit glitching today, so I keep freezing. It's probably because I'm running something in the background, which has been running for the last 6 hours, and it's still not sorted. So I may have to stop it and start again, but we will see. Is there anybody else watching who would like a card and hasn't had a card? So Steph, you're blessed today, a double abundance of cards. Don't you love it? And let me know, Steph, if that it does make sense. Oh, great. I'm doing all these free cardings. If you want to send me a star as a thank you for these readings, you're welcome to. people can send stars, whatever that means. Apparently, it says here, send stars. All right, whatever. It's something I need to Google. It's amazing what you can learn. Oh, hello, Lynn. Hello, my precious. Hello. Yes, of course. Hello and welcome. Let's do a card for Lynn. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry, Natasha. Hello, Natasha. I'll do Natasha and then I'll do Lynn. Hello, Natasha. I was going to message you about tomorrow. Excited for tomorrow. Because I don't know whether it's a phone call or whether we're doing it on Zoom. That sounds really rude. So I'll do Natasha. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Natasha. So Natasha has retreat. We need to retreat onto your business spa breaks. Oh, Natasha runs amazing business spa retreats for our business. She's a business mentor, an amazing mentor. She does kick you up your arse occasionally. Me, I'm getting my ass kicked tomorrow morning. Retreat. Now, retreat doesn't mean sometimes we need to retreat and just pause and take a rest. And because sometimes you can get a little overdrawn. I've got to do this and I've got to do this and I've got to do this. Sometimes we need to retreat and shut ourselves in the bathroom, have a nice bubble bath and just go whew. And sometimes we just need to pause a minute, because sometimes we get so involved in doing this and this and this, and sometimes it can take us down the wrong branch. And it's not really the wrong branch, but it's just like, oh yeah, I'm getting excited, and it's like, have I lost my path or what I really want to do? And this is where we do the little retreat. And it's the retreat of just pausing for a moment. But sometimes we need the treat because you've been doing so much. And as I say just a moment ago about women, we're spending so much time with the hat of we're the mum, we're the sister, we're the aunt, we're the daughter, we're the mother, we're the nursemaid, we're all this and all that and the other. And sometimes we just need to have a break and to go, give me 5 minutes. And that's what it's saying to you. Now, if that makes sense to you, Natasha, and you want to go any further deeper, I do 2 different readings. I do a plain reading, but I do a Pathfinder reading, which is a real good in-depth reading, which gives you really good guidance. And also, at the end, we give you a mini small plan of action. Is it plan of action? Yeah. To give you deeper reading, so clarity. So that's what it is. So I hope that gives you clarity for you. So now we're going to go back to Lynn. I'm glad it makes... Oh, that's another one that makes sense. So I do know what I'm doing. Okay, thank you. Ooh, I better put some makeup on and get dressed then. No gym jams tomorrow if I'm on Zoom. I'm glad. Okay. You're very welcome, my darling. Thank you for watching. I won't be at 7:30 your morning motivation. Oh my gosh, Natasha does an amazing morning motivation at 7:30 on a Wednesday morning. Mine, I usually do #replay. Because I have a morning problem. Well, I'm getting better, but I'm still not quite making it to 7:30. But I'm getting there. Right, so let's do our beautiful Lynn. Beautiful Lynn. Let's do Lynn. And I'm really glad it makes sense. And I do appreciate it, Natasha. So thank you popping on and joining my live today. I do appreciate it. So Lynn has miracles. Well, it's a miracle I'm still here. It's a miracle. After this morning stress, it was like, I don't know how many mugs of tea I tell you what, when I kept having to do a retreat, because it was like getting overwhelmed. So it's like, retreat time, go and have another mug of tea. So take a retreat for 5 minutes, have a breather, have a cup of tea. So miracles. Yeah, it's a miracle that I managed to get here today for 6 o'clock live. I was a minute late because my computer was playing up. Miracles. You know when it goes, oh, it'll be a miracle when that happens. When we say that, when you're manifesting and want to manifest things into your life, so often we are doing it from a place of lack or a place of not believing. And when you say that word, oh, it's going to be a miracle if that happens, you're actually saying, I doubt it will ever happen. The universe is saying, oh, she doesn't want it to happen. Therefore, it doesn't happen. But when things happen and you go, oh, that was a miracle, that happened. Oh, that was a close shave. That was a miracle. It's like, thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit guides. It's a miracle. But what miracle are you calling in, Lynn? And what is it you're asking for? And even though you're asking for it, you don't have the self-belief that will happen. And with the world of manifestation, we can manifest whatever we want. And the reason, if you read my book, Did You Make Your Bed? Did you make your bed? The art of action to manifest your dream life. Because people going, oh, I'm dreaming of of manifesting this and that, but it's going to be a miracle if my dreams come true. That immediately is putting a negative vibration on your dream. And that immediate one will stop that coming and happening. So when you're wanting a miracle, you need to come from self-belief and with the right vibration to your tone, because the universe will manifest. Because when you think of the bigger picture, it is a miracle that we're all here. It's a miracle that when my mum and dad came together and they created me, they created me. If they'd done it the day before or the day after, I wouldn't be who I am. If they hadn't done it at all, I wouldn't be here. And when you think about it, we're on this rock. There's a massive rock with an ecosystem that gives us air to breathe, water to drink and everything like that. And we have all this on the rock. And we're skimming through this universe, and there's the sun and the moon, and the moon gives us the gravity so we don't fly off the rock, and the universe. It's a miracle that we are here. So when you suddenly start thinking, actually, thank you, universe, for the wonderful miracle that I'm actually here at this moment, here and now, experiencing this life. And then you've got a solid foundation of this miracle, because life is a miracle. And when you step in and go, thank you for giving me my life, and then it's a wonderful foundation. So my question to you, Lynn, what miracle is it that you're wanting to create? And if you're feeling stuck and you're wanting clarity in how you can start manifesting this miracle in your life, let's get together and either do a Pathfinder reading or some mentoring, and let's get that started. Then let's get you started on your journey of manifesting your miracles into your life. If that made sense and you made sense and you want to say thank you, click the star button and donate a star for me. Oh, apparently I've made 0.001 cent in stars. Thank you for that abundance, because you have to start somewhere. To walk 1,000 miles, you have to take one step. So yeah, so I hope that makes sense to you. Oh, I love it, Lynn. Thank you, thank you. And when people come on, do you know, because sometimes I think, am I talking up the wrong tree? Am I going down the wrong branch? Am I what? I'm talking about trees today because I like tree hugging, and I like talking about, earlier I was talking about an oak tree, you know, breaking the shell of an acorn. You know, you're not broken. You broke free from all the shit in order for you to grow. And yeah, and then, do you know what? And we need to fertilise ourselves. And do you know what? The best fertiliser for the most beautiful rose is elephant manure. Elephant manure is the best fertiliser. And can you imagine that? You know what elephant manure is? It's elephant poo mixed up with straw. And you know what, zoos, you can get it from zoos. I think they charge a bit for it. But it's the best manure. So like I said, you're fed with all the shit, so you're going to bloom and grow. So if you would like to take this further, let me know. Let me know. You know where I am. So I'm not sure if anyone else is here, so I'm going to do one final card for the collective, just in case someone is popping on. And then we'll finish it for today. Now, tomorrow is Fairy Wednesday. Tomorrow is Fairy Wednesday. So there is a card from my own deck, Elemental Fairies Affirmation cards. So we're leaning over. So tomorrow... Oh, it's upside down! That was for anyone from Australia. Anyone who was watching from Australia, that was for you. But as we're in the UK... my stupid sense of humour. Elemental Fairy Affirmation cards, Amazon top 10. We sold out on Amazon, only available from my website now. So that's Fairy Wednesday tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I will be back again doing tarot readings on Thursday. So if you want a free tarot reading or some more guidance, pop on Thursday if all goes well. So let's do one final card. Let me know if this one resonates with you. That was self-acceptance again. But I've already talked about self-acceptance. So you need to accept yourself, Lynn, for who you are. Okay? You need to accept yourself for who you are. So we've done self-acceptance. So let's see. I need to put Lynn Miracles. And then we're going to do one for unless there's someone watching here and pops on and says hello very quickly and says they want a card, I will do one final card for the collective. So I'm just waiting for someone to pop on if they want to say hello. Otherwise, I will just do a card for the collective. I'm going to slurp my tea. Cheers. Oh, God, you can't beat a good cup of tea, can you? Because see, I'm English. Right, okay. So we will do one card from the collective meditation. So, card for the collective meditation. Okay, meditation. Now, I'm not going to tell you to sit there in the full lotus position going, unless you want to do that. You could do that if you want to. Feel free to sit there. Me personally, I've never even been able to get into the half lotus, so whatever. But yeah, meditate. And what is meditation? Meditation is really just the calming of the mind. And meditation gives you a mind clearance, and it just sort of gives you time to get some clarity. Because we do get, with everyday life, I've got to go and do this, I've got to do the food shop, what we're cooking for tea, I've got to pick up the kids, I've got this thing to do at work, and I've got to do this. And your mind just goes... And then when you get a bit of meditation, it's like it just gives you a pause to reflect, to chill. Meditation, especially if you're doing a breathing one, breathe in, 2, 3. Oh, I'll do you next, Jeanette. Breathe in. You're not late. You've turned up at the perfect time. So breathe in, hold, release. Well, I'm getting some oxygen to my head. And that's all you need to do. All you can do, I mean, I've got over 80 meditations on my YouTube channel. Meditations to connect with your angels, with your fairies, meditations to go and connect with the moon, like the full moon in Aries or the new moon in Scorpio. I've got so many. I've got meditations to connect with a solar eclipse, a meditation to connect with a lunar eclipse. Yes, of course, I do work with the eclipse. And they all just can focus, and they're listening ones, they're ones. But you can listen to just some music and just listen away. I mean, you can, there's so many videos on YouTube which you can meditate, or just put on your favourite piece of music and just close your eyes. And when you just listen to the music and sway with it, you are doing a meditation, because you're letting the music and the vibration, the music flow over you. And it's just like, that's a sort of meditation. And like I said, all it is calming your mind. Connecting with your breath. And when you connect with your breath, which is inside here, it's bringing you back into your center, and it's helping you to ground. And that's the message for the collective. So we're going to do our beautiful Jeanette. You've turned up at the right time, because you don't have to wait for your card. So here's Jeanette, and then Jeanette is going to be the last one. So Jeanette has a guardian angel. So let me do this. So, your guardian angel. Your guardian angel is with you. Now, my guardian angel is constantly smacking her wings, or his wings, actually, I feel it's a masculine energy, because I need to take action, against the brick wall, because it's going with its wing. What are you doing, Julie? What are you doing that for? Or why aren't you acting? Why are you procrastination? My guardian angel. Our guardian angels are there to guide us spiritually. Spiritually in our... to raise our vibration, to protect us spiritually and physically as well. But the guardian angels, and they were there, and now different people, different beliefs. Some people believe it's there from the moment you're conceived. Other people say the guardian angel pops in from the moment you give birth. But all we know is that the guardian angel is with you until the moment you take your last breath and leave this current life. And the guardian angel, as I said, is there to guide you spiritually on your journey of discovery, of self-discovery, your journey of trying to find the truth and leading your own true life in love, peace and joy. Your guardian angel is there to raise your vibration. Now, if you're wanting stuff like I want my car and things like that, yes, you can work with the angels like that, but they will only supply the car that is necessary for your needs at the moment. Now, if you want the Porsche, work with your fairies, work with your earth fairy, because your earth fairy will help you manifest the physical things. Again, they may only supply the Porsche. I mean, if you've got twins aged 1, How are you going to get twins in the back of your Porsche with the buggy and the shopping and things? So they're going to supply you with a car where you can get the twins in and out the back seat and the space for the buggy. And then once the twins are 18 and left home, then they may give you your Porsche. But that's when you're manifesting. But the guardian angel is working with your spirit and working with you, guiding you with your intuition. So when you get that gut feeling, that knowing that, you know, we should be doing this, listen to it and act on it. Because the number of times I get the intuition and I don't act on it, and the guardian angels are smacking their wings on the brick wall or whatever's nearest to them, and then you wander down and they go, now you've got yourself in a mess. I'm going to have to sort you out that mess because you didn't listen to your intuition. So we're going to have to do a plan of action to get you out and back on your true path. And that's what they're there for, to get you on your true path. How do you talk to your guardian angels? Just like I'm talking to you now. You see, an angel, you can, whether it's your guardian angel or your parking angel or Archangel Michael, Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, or whoever you want to talk to, your angels or your spirit guides, unless they come knocking, you know, you see that white feather, unless you open the door and invite them into your home and or into your heart, they cannot talk to you. Because if someone's knocking on your front door, unless you open the door, go, hi, come in, and they can keep knocking. And those knocking are the signs. The knocking are the white feathers. The knocking is the robin. The robin. The knocking is the oak tree. The robin knocking is the, oh, I saw a horse galloping free. They give you the signs, but unless you step into the message and act on it, all you're doing is someone's just knocking on your door. And this is what they're saying with the guardian angels. Start talking to me. You just go, hi, guardian angel. Who are you? What's your name? Help me, please. Give me guidance, and don't give it be obscure. You know, I want guidance that smacks me in the face, because I'm sick of trying to Google the meaning. And then trouble is we Google the meaning, then we don't listen to it. But hey ho. So that's what they're saying, is listen to your guardian angel and take it from there. And listen to it spiritually, because the spiritual message is guiding you on your right true path, the path of truth, to joy, to happiness. Because if you are unhappy and you're sad and despondent, you're not on the right path. When you're feeling happiness and joy, you are on the right path. It makes sense. If you go on holiday and you say you're bored, it's because you're not doing something that you're enjoying. But if you go on holiday and go, I'm loving it, then you're on the right path. So ask yourself, if you are in a sad place, you're living in a life and your things and you're working and you're whinging and moaning, you're not on the right path. But as soon as you're doing something that brings you joy, you're on the right path. Listen to the guardian angel, listen to your intuition, and listen to your higher heart. I hope that makes sense. Now, is there anybody here? I think everyone else has popped on, said hello, and disappeared again. If you've enjoyed the readings, click, and you want to gift. If you want to gift me a thank you, gift me a star, or you can pop over to PayPal. If this has interested you in a full reading, and you want to have a reading which gives you more clarity, because that's what it is at the moment. Clarity is the theme of today, and this is what it is all about. The cards are giving you clarity and insight. Book a reading, Pathfinder. Now, the very last card for everyone, and this is the final card for the collective. So this is the final card. So if anyone pops on now, too late. Take this one. Archangel Michael. I actually called on Archangel Michael today. I actually called on him. I got a tin of salmon, and it sounds silly. I got a tin of salmon. Oh, I'm glad it all makes sense. And I couldn't get it to open, and it sounds silly. It's because the lip was too high. So when you're putting the tin opener on, it just wasn't working. So I called on Archangel Michael for some help because I couldn't get it to work. And I go, right, I ring my friend. She's working from home today. So I rang and go, Julie, have you got an old-fashioned tin opener? And she went, yes. She gave me an old-fashioned tin opener, which had a deeper lip. And I managed to get into it. But I said to Archangel Michael, give me some help. I listened. I popped this message in and it said, talk to your friend. And I told him that. Archangel Michael, he is your protector. He wears a blue cloak of protection. He will surround you in protection. And if you're going into a situation like you're going into a business meeting or you're going to do something, if you just go, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, please protect me from all the idiots that are around. Please protect me from the morons. Or if you're driving down, you know, Lord, protect me from the road hogs. You know, he will surround you in his blue blue cloak of protection. He also cuts the cords of all those negative people. Who are you still whinging and moaning about? You know, you're talking about this person, but you went out with them 20 years ago. You're talking about someone who bullied you at school. That was 40 years ago. You know, just cut the cord and move on. Forgive you, and I'm going to move on. Archangel Michael allows you to cut the cord, to step into your own power. He allows you to set up your own boundaries, and in that blue cloak. And that's what he's there. He is the strength. He is also the leader, apparently, in charge of all the archangels. So that's Archangel Michael. And I said, if you want to work with him, just call him 3 times and just go, hello. I actually call him Michael rather than Archangel. I do go Archangel Michael. When I call him into work, I always work with him, and Archangel Raphael, because I'm a Reiki master and I do a lot of healing. So I always work with these 2. And they're always by my side, and I can feel him on my right hand side now. If anyone's watching this back, they might see him. So that's Archangel Michael. Now, I do hope you've enjoyed all the readings today. I hope that reading cards have given you clarity, which is the theme of today. And if you've watched all the way through, you may resonate with some of the cards or all of cards, because even though I'm just doing a card, say, for example, Jeanette was just the guardian angel, that may resonate with you as well, because that's what happens. So, and sometimes the cards you get pulled, you may only resonate with it 80%, because the other 20% you'll resonate with all the other cards. So I'd like to say thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you've got any questions or queries, please do not hesitate to message me. If you want to book yourself a reading, the link is somewhere in the live. And I'd like to say thank you very much. Wishing you an amazing evening. Take care. Namaste. Bye. Bye.